The final Wave of Qualifications has been online for a week, and once again you have chosen who will participate in the tournament and who will not. So one more time, let's take a look at all these different sets. Starting off with Melon, who went for a relative simple transmog for druids. On the first look, this set doesn't look that good, mainly because it has no crazy effects or special 3D armor pieces, but if you look closer, it actually isn't bad at all. The golden purple color theme goes through the entire set and perfectly matches with the Hammer of Grief. Even the skin color of a Nightwave is perfectly matching, and this set is a great example why even simpler sets can look pretty great. The only issue I have is the helmet, which goes completely without a hint of golden color, and with that just looks a bit too dark compared to the rest of the set. The Night Warrior eye customization highlights this problem even more. Perhaps the golden eye customization would have been enough here to fix this issue. So yeah, perhaps take a look into that. But besides that, I actually really like it. Then we have Batsy, and I think this is the best set this week. I have actually gotten a message telling me that this set is basically a full set, and even if it looks like that, it's not true at all. We have the shoulders and gloves from the Battle for Dazar Alor, the legs from the Eternal Palace, the helmet from a Weremob in Ardenweald, the chest, belt and boots from Zandala Questing, and the back is from the Necrolord Covenant. The weapon from the Sanctum of Domination fits perfectly, and the wound dressing shirt also is a nice touch. I really don't see any issues in this set. The colors are matching, the theme is great, all of these items have about the same level of detail regarding their graphics, the glow of the helmet, shoulders and weapon is overall fitting, although they come from completely different places, and the skeletal wings are a nice addition. Bravo! Then we have Unholds, who went for a great Death Knight transmog. The shoulders, gloves and boots from a Nighthold raid are fitting perfectly with a Relentless Gladiator's Decapitator. The chest and legs are from Ulduar, the helmet is from a Wrathful Gladiator set and the belt is from the Sinful Gladiator set. So this whole set definitely has many different elements to it, and nonetheless, this looks really great. The colors of all the items are matching perfectly, and I even think it's a good choice to not use any cloak at all. Sometimes less is definitely more. I think my favorite parts of this are the weapon and the helmet, simply because these are items you really don't see often, and they are fitting in this whole set so perfectly. Next we have Gomoku with a set for Fury Warriors, and this entire set gives off some Blackrock vibes with the weapon, the shoulder and many of the other items as well. The use of the Bloodroar chest piece and the wet body painting is adding a nice touch, and overall the set is pretty nice. The only issue I have are the sunglasses, which just don't really vibe with me here. I don't know what it is, perhaps because he is a Fury Warrior and they are supposed to just be brutal without any sense of fashion or whatever. But besides that, I'm completely fine with the set. And last, we have Kill Jordan with a fantastic set for Draenei Warlocks. First of all, I am very glad that we have the use of a wet Draenei skin, since there are so many cool possibilities to make incredible sets with that. Then we have the shoulders and the belt from Nighthold to go with the robe from Burning Crusade, and sadly you can see the difference in the graphics, especially since the shoulders and belt are directly next to it, but besides that it's a really perfect match. The gloves and helmet are from the Necrolord Covenant, and this choice is partly great and partly not so great. The green glow of these items are really off, but besides that, they are perfect for this. If you don't pay too much attention you might not even notice it, and then this set looks really great, but once you realize it, it kinda sticks out. The choice of a weapon, however, is another perfect match, and overall I like this set a lot. You might have realized that I didn't really have a least favorite set this week. I think all of them are pretty good in their own way, but I don't have to decide here, and you decided that Gomoku has to go. Gomoku, thanks for participating, and I hope you will still follow the tournament, because with that, we have all of our participants. Tomorrow there will be no video. Instead, the first battle will start on October 29th with Jim and Mastero, who made transmogs using the Burning Crusade Illidari tablet. I'm really looking forward to this, and I hope so are you. Make sure to leave a sub, I hope to see you next time. Until then, see ya!